And first slide here, we'll be talking about format. And format is the way in which something is arranged or set out. Format is used for communication and design as size, shape, typography, and arrangement of information given in an ad, document, or design. And here we can select the format of this image here and the way it's set up. And our next slide here we have margins. And margins are the bands of space at the top, bottom, right, and left of the layout, which is here, 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 and here. And this is seen on both sides. It's also the negative space between the format edge and the content, which surrounds and defines what we call the live area. The live area basically is a center in which all your important work remains. So all your important text here will be within this area where the black lines are. This is also the area in which your printer deems a safe zone for important text. The action safe area is considered the margin of the television screen, and that picture elements are generally kept out of this area to create a buffer around the edge of the screen so elements don't pile up against the edge of the screen. Basically simplified, this is used so that nothing really runs off the screen or just basically runs off the screen. Title safe area is a rectangular area which is far enough in from the four edges so that text or graphics show neatly with a margin and without distortion. And that's the definition, but from what I kind of understood, to me this kind of means like the quality stays in check within this area and without it being stretched to the point where it looks distorted or just out of place. Trimline is a commercial printing term referring to the physical dimensions of a flat page. Basically, it's a trimline that basically shows where it's going to be cut and cropped. And here on the slide, we have the bleed. Bleed is when a design extends past its printed edge, so there's no chance of white borders when it's trimmed down after printing. So basically, it will be stretched to this point, even though you're going to cut it here. It's to prevent the white lines from showing at the very end, or on the outside of the edges here. And here we have columns. Columns are vertical spatial zones that form the top and bottom margins, as shown here in this image. I've got this column, the top and bottom margins. And basically columns provide a nice framework for your layout, and it kind of tells you how everything's going to be positioned later on. Okay, in our last two slides here, we were talking about alley and gutter. An alley is a space between columns, like right here. This keeps elements separated so that nothing runs together. So basically, without this alley, these two bodies of text would just run together, and like the sentences wouldn't really make any sense because you wouldn't know whether to go straight down or just read straight across. And here with the gutter is inside margins closest to the spine, like in a book, or the blank space between two facing pages in the center of a newsletter or magazine. And the way we set up the gutter is you want to move the left and right sides of these columns here, and whenever you do that, you have your text aligned so it doesn't run down into the gutter like it's falling off the page, basically. And that's it for my PowerPoint. Thank you guys for listening and watching my work.